సో అవన్నీ ఒక సిస్టమేటిక్గా ప్రపోజల్ పెట్టేట్టు మన ఛాంబర్ తరపు నుంచి కూడా వీల్ ట్రై టు రిప్రజెంట్ ఫర్ స్టీమ్ లైనింగ్ ద యాక్టివిటీ విచ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ అన్యూజువల్గా వెళ్ళేది. సేమ్ కేస్ విత్ ఫ్రూట్స్ అండ్ వెజిటబుల్స్ ఆల్సో సేమ్ థింగ్ హ్యాపెన్స్. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే అక్కడ పోయిన తర్వాత మనం చేసేది ఏం లేదు, మన దగ్గర బిల్లు లేదు, వాడి దగ్గర పంపించిన మన ప్రూఫ్ ఏమీ లేకపోతాము. సో ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ విల్ గివ్ దర్ ఒపీనియన్. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యువర్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ ఒపీనియన్ సార్ ఆన్ దిస్.
What we understand from the entire presentation of my friend is, there is no documentation when you make a sale, and you are expecting recovery for something which is not documented. Now, court or mediation or arbitration basically runs on something called documentation. Now, in the mediation process, if the interstate purchaser, be it Maharashtra, Cochin or whatsoever, they come and say, I have purchased and I am not paying, mediator can facilitate the discussion. Now, during the discussion, if the purchaser agrees to the purchase, then we can negotiate with the purchaser for the payment to be made. But what I understand is, purchaser has willfully purchased without bill, with an intention to avoid payment. And out of greed factor of getting more money, we have supplied the goods. What has to be corrected is the mindset here. What has to be corrected is the lack of documentation here. So I think it is not in the boundary of mediation arbitration, it is in the boundary of awareness to be vigilant and proactive in your business. We would try to address it, sir.
Sir, it's a question from you. Say, I propose a mediation to my opponent to come for, I mean, let's say he has to pay me some money for which I send, because of this, you come for mediation, let us settle it. Is it compulsion for them to come, or in what way we can compel them to come to us and talk to us? He may be, see, I send a notice to him, or I appoint you as my mediator, but you ask him to come, but he never comes. Then what is the resolution? What is the solution for that?
Yeah, once you have proposed mediation, and you even saying that you have proposed even the mediator also.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's again the challenge to the intelligence and ability, as my lord said. That mediator has to have that kind of personality who communicates. This question rises in another form, that sir nene mundu initiate cheste nen loko aitana ani, right?
Question loko avadam ani kaadu.
ఆయన రావాలన్న కంపల్షన్ ఉందా లేదా?
Is there any protection where ఆయన కంపల్షన్ ఉంటుందా?
లేదు, అలా కాదు, ఎబిలిటీ మీదే ఉంటుందండి. మీడియేషన్ అనేది ఫెసిలిటేషన్ అని అన్నాం. ఇక్కడ ఏది కూడా మ్యాండేట్ అండ్ కంపల్షన్ అనేది లేదు. The way he calls, the way he interacts. See, this proposal has come from your counterpart to me. Okay, would you like to have a word with me అనేది నేను ఎంత, సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ ద మీడియేటర్, నా ఎబిలిటీ మీద ఉంటుంది. నేను ఎంత వాళ్ళని సార్ అన్నారు చూడండి, నెగోషియేషన్స్ స్కిల్స్ అన్నారు చూడండి. సో బ్రింగింగ్ సంబడి టు ద టేబుల్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ అ ఛాలెంజ్, right? That is what your question is.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
So, is
that
there
is,
any, okay.
It's a smart way.
Only smart
mediation
way,
is a challenge to my ability to handle and how I bring them to table.
No, legally I cannot bind him to.
No, in mediation nothing binds any of the parties. Okay. No compulsion. నేను ముందే చెప్పాను కదా సార్, లీగల్ నోటీస్కి సింపుల్ ఈమెయిల్కి ఉన్న తేడా.
But in arbitration that will be a compulsion.
Mandate.
Whereas for mediation it's not.
మీడియేషన్లో అది ఉండదు, మ్యాండేటరీ కాదు.
Just to add to what my brother says, It is the language which you communicate matters more than the content. If you want mediation to happen, your language of communication, your choice of words plays a vital role in your mediation summons. So in your mediation, you don't send summons to the person. You actually send him a marriage invitation so that he can actually come. So it's a choice of words that will force him to come.
Sir, I'm Irfan Khan, member of Andhra Chamber of Commerce. I just wanted to check with you that most of the corporates are well documented. They have organized administration departments and various activities. They go by the compliances, most of them. But when it comes to MSME, SMEs and all, they lack the documentation part, especially on the contracts and agreements also. They don't even read the clauses inside, and they sign loan agreements. Some 100 pages loan agreement, they sign just like that with the fine prints. There will be a lot of fine prints inside. So when everything goes well, there's absolutely no problem and things goes accordingly. But when there is a dispute arises for mostly on the financial part, no, or some deliverables part, so that fine prints will not be able to come out like as a person who has contracted or in agreements. So how we will be handle those fine prints and come for mediation? Because the mediator is able to check out all those, sorry, all those disputes in those fine prints, or does it also have a lot of time consuming efforts, or does it require a legal expert to understand all those stuff? And especially then the sir said institutionalization of disputes, resolution hubs and all. So will that have that legality that we have come to you, and what kind of cost it will involve? Is there any like state of the art dispute resolution? There itself SME will fall down, whether they will charge you a huge bomb of money, and should I go for a court or to go to a dispute resolution hub? So these are the certain things while listening to you, it's going in my mind. So I thought let it put it across. Thank you.
Yeah, to address your first part of your question is like MSMEs who fail to document their business on every proper step where it is required. In such scenarios, what will the mediator do? You can count on the mediator for one reason. In every issue, none of the parties are perfect. Everybody will have some or the loophole, right? Instead of taking the alternative other these things, I can simply say, in war, I'll try to hit the weak at the weak point of the opponent. In mediation, we will try to, connect and bring them when we get to know the weak points of the parties. Got it? That's what I said. Mediator comes to help you out. He will not come to judge you. He will not come to pinpoint that you are wrong, you are right. He will not say that you are at advantage, you are at disadvantage. No. To him, both are like twin daughters. You cannot differentiate between twin daughters, right? Mediator is like a father of twin daughters. He cannot at any cost. He will not say that one daughter has got a flaw, the other daughter, no. He'll make sure that you both are my children. Okay, God has, given me the opportunity or a blessing that I take care of you both. So you are the best in both the ways, but subject to take these kind of cautions and, do like this. Or else he'll make them do it, make them realize being together, the strength of being together, the advantages of going together. The mediator will be such an trained person who will nourish your positive sides. Right? Now you got that your negatives will not be a problem for a mediator. One aspect. Coming to the second point, what you said is cost. See, when they agree, then there will be a settlement agreement that is called conclusion. Right. If they don't agree, they'll part and they'll again, as you said, go to the boxing ring. Right. There we will be looking after you. Isn't it? Huh? Coming to the cost part also the same. If you go to court, कहते हैं ना कि हाथी के दिखाने के दांत कोई और होते हैं, खाने के कुछ और. So कोर्ट जाने से क्या ना, इनिशियल पहले दिन कुछ नहीं लगेगा. आप कुश्ती में सवाल कर सके आएंगे, मैंने डाल दिया पिटीशन, लेकिन एक बार चक्कर मारना शुरू हो जाएगा ना, तब समझ में आएगा कि कितना घटा है. राइट. मीडिएशन में वो सब नहीं होता है. ठीक है, आए 2 रुपए खर्च करे, खत्म करे स्टोरी. राइट. या एक लाइन में अगर बोलूं तो स्पेंड इन पीनट्स टू सेव योर कोकोनट्स. राइट.
See, even to this ఒక సేయింగ్ ఉందండి, ఒక సామెత ఉంది. ఈవెన్ టు ద స్వార్న్ ఎనిమీ డు నాట్ కర్స్ విత్ ఎనీథింగ్, జస్ట్ కర్స్ హిమ్ సేయింగ్ దట్ గాడ్ షుడ్ టేక్ హిమ్ టు ది స్టెప్స్ ఆఫ్ కోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ లా.
Now, just to add to what brother and my learned judge has said, when you think of cost, an MSME does not evaluate future cost. You are looking at the present cash outflow. You are not looking at the future cost, which is in 3 dimensions. Dimension 1 is actual cash flow. Dimension 2 is your proposed hospital bill on account of stress and sugar levels that are going to come out. Third is the loss in business which you have accrued because of not concentrating. Now these things, because we have the financial side of the understanding also, whenever someone comes for mediation, we also bring down something called present value of the cost that can be incurred in your dispute. When this is brought on the table to both the parties, that makes you understand. See, end of the whole discussion is how much money is to be paid by one person to other, if any. Sometimes, in fact, there is no money. This person has sent one product to that person has sent another product to this person, there is one bill here, there is one bill there, and there's a fight across. This could be solved with a business understanding. This could be solved with a settlement agreement that will nourish the relationship, which will add value to both the businesses. This is what a mediator can do, because they understand the trouble in both of them. And in 3 or 4 sessions, we also understand the emotions of the parties also. So we can guide well. That's where we are different from a regular activity. Now, all said and done, every mediation need not be a successful ending. See, every marriage is not successful. In the same way, every mediation process is not successful. There will be failures. Courts are there for it.